Picture this. It is Friday night, Payday just hit your account and you open your banking app. You did the responsible thing this morning. You paid rent and manually transferred $50 into your savings account. But then you look at the remaining balance. You realize it is barely enough to cover groceries and gas until next week. Wait, am I doing this wrong? You are not crazy to feel stuck, and it definitely does not mean you are bad with money. In this video, we're going to break down exactly how to automate your money so you never have to feel that end-of-the-month panic ever again. My name is Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about personal finance and behavioral psychology. If you're someone who feels behind financially despite trying your hardest to save, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it helps you out. Here's the thing about trying to save money manually every single month. It is a completely broken system designed to make you fail. We are taught that building wealth is entirely about discipline. We are told that if we just had more willpower, or if we stared at our budget spreadsheets harder, we would magically grow a massive nest egg. But willpower is a finite resource. Think about how many decisions you make in a single day. By the time you sit down on a Friday night to decide how much money to transfer into your investment account, your brain is absolutely fried. You take the path of least resistance. You leave the money in your checking account. But the money just vaporizes. It evaporates into random online purchases. Not because you are lazy, because the system fails you. You need a machine. This is where it gets really interesting. Let us look at the math of manual saving versus automated saving. Say we have two people, Sarah and Mike, who both take home exactly $4,000 a month. Sarah is a manual saver. She logs in and pays her bills first. At the end of the month, she usually has about $200 left. Over a smooth year, she might save $2,400. But realistically, life happens, and Sarah ends up saving about $1,500 a year. Now look at Mike. Mike uses an automated system. The second his paycheck hits his account, a program takes over. Before he wakes up, $500 is automatically routed into a high-yield savings account. He naturally adjusts his lifestyle to fit the remaining $3,500. Over one single year, Mike effortlessly saves $6,000. Over 10 years with a conservative 7% return, Mike has over $85,000. Sarah might have $15,000 if she is lucky. Mike simply removed human error from the equation. Here's what most people don't realize about why the save what's left method ruins your financial life. It triggers a psychological trap known as Parkinson's law. This law dictates that your expenses will always expand to consume your available income. If you look at your checking account on Payday and see a full $4,000 sitting there, your brain subconsciously registers that entire massive amount is safe to spend. You confidently order the extra appetizer at dinner. You are fighting millions of years of human evolution. When you leave all your money sitting in one giant pile, your prehistoric brain screams at you to consume it right now. Here's what most people don't realize about building actual wealth. It is not an accounting problem. It is a behavioral design problem. You cannot outsmart your own basic psychology, but you can build clever boundaries around it. By automating your money, you are tricking your brain into a state of artificial scarcity. When you only see the money allocated for bills and guilt-free spending, you naturally constrain your desires. The saving has already happened in the background. Let us build this system together right now. I call this the Invisible Wealth Framework. It is a simple, 4-step process designed to put your financial life on permanent autopilot. Step 1 is the Paycheck Interceptor. This is the absolute foundation of the entire system. You need to log into your employer's online payroll portal immediately. Split your direct deposit before it ever touches your primary checking account. Set up a fixed percentage to go directly into your workplace retirement plan, especially if they offer a match. Then, have a fixed dollar amount sent directly to a separate high-yield savings account. The critical detail here is that this savings account cannot be at the same bank as your regular checking account. If you can see your savings balance right next to your checking balance, the temptation to transfer it back is just too high. Make it mildly annoying to access that cash, Step 2 is the fixed cost router. Now that your savings are safely hidden away, the rest of your paycheck lands in your primary checking account. This account is now your command center. From this specific account, you are going to automate every single fixed, predictable expense in your life. We are talking about your rent, your car payment, and your internet service. Log into every service provider website and turn on AutoPay. Set them to draw from your command center exactly 3 days after your paycheck usually hits. Why wait 3 days? Because payroll systems glitch and bank holidays unexpectedly delay transfers. You want to build in a tiny financial buffer to absolutely guarantee you avoid overdraft fees. This permanently protects your credit score. Step 3 is the debt destroyer pipeline. If you are carrying toxic debt, like high-interest credit cards, you absolutely cannot rely on manual, emotional payments. Log into your credit card banking portal right now and set up an automatic payment that is significantly higher than the bare minimum due. If you can safely afford to pay off the full statement balance automatically every month, do it. If you can't quite do that yet, pick a fixed, aggressive dollar amount that hurts just a little bit. Treat this specific debt payment like a legally binding contract. It gets paid automatically, right after your fixed costs clear. You do not look at your account balance on a Friday and decide to pay less. The automated system makes that choice. Step 4 is the guilt-free valve. This is honestly my favorite part, and it is the absolute secret to actually sticking to this lifestyle long-term. Once your savings are securely intercepted, your mandatory bills are automatically routed, and your toxic debt is systematically being destroyed. Whatever money is left sitting in your primary checking account is completely yours to blow. You can spend it on fancy lattes, designer clothes, or expensive dinners with your friends. You do not need to track every single penny on a complicated spreadsheet anymore. You do not need to feel a wave of anxiety when you swipe your debit card. You have effectively engineered a life where it is literally impossible to fail financially, as long as you do not spend more. Let me tell you a quick story about a guy named Dave. Dave is a graphic designer who always felt like he was drowning in financial anxiety. He made good money, but he insisted on tracking every single expense manually. He had intensely color-coded spreadsheets and complex cash envelope systems. Yet, every single month he felt miserable. He felt deeply guilty buying a $5 morning coffee because his spreadsheet told him he was slightly over his dining budget. Then Dave finally implemented the Invisible Wealth Framework. He spent one single Saturday morning linking his accounts, setting up direct deposit splits, and turning on AutoPay. After that morning, he deleted his budgeting apps. For the next 3 entire years, Dave barely looked at his finances. The automated system silently ran in the background, effortlessly saving 20% of his income. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds really great in theory, Jack, but I honestly do not have enough extra money to automate anything right now. If I automate my bills and my savings simultaneously, I am definitely going to overdraw my checking account. I hear you loud and clear. That is a completely valid fear, especially when you are currently living paycheck to paycheck. But here's the harsh reality. If you genuinely do not have enough money to comfortably automate a $20 transfer to your savings account, you have a severe financial emergency on your hands. Manually shuffling money around between accounts is not going to magically fix it. If things are truly that tight, start embarrassingly small. Automate a transfer of $5 a week into a savings account. Set it up and let it run. So let us quickly recap exactly how to set this up right now. Number 1, the Paycheck Interceptor. Split your income at the original source and hide your savings at a completely different, slightly inconvenient bank. Number 2, the Fixed Cost Router. Put every single mandatory monthly bill on AutoPay roughly 3 days after your payday. Number 3, the Debt Destroyer Pipeline. Automate aggressive, non-negotiable payments toward your high-interest debt so you never slip up. Number 4, the Guilt-Free Valve. Confidently spend whatever cash is left over with zero guilt, zero manual tracking, and zero anxiety. Building lasting wealth is not about being the smartest or luckiest person in the room. It is definitely not about having superhuman robotic discipline or permanently denying yourself every simple joy in life. It is simply about humbly recognizing that human beings are flawed, emotional creatures who inevitably make bad choices when they are stressed and tired. By fully automating your financial life, you are actively protecting your hard-earned money from your absolute worst enemy, which is usually yourself. You are giving yourself the ultimate priceless gift of daily peace of mind. You are buying back your precious time and your mental bandwidth. My name is Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about how to automate wealth. If you are someone who is tired of feeling financially stuck, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it genuinely helped you out today. And I'm curious about something. What is the one specific bill or monthly expense that you are most terrified to put on autopay right now? Let me know in the comments.